Okay, so I am gonna start this off with what I'm talking about today. What I'm talking about is something that we all go through, especially here in the Philippines. It's about traffic. Traffic, it's been a part of our lives for like years now, and it's especially for me because I drive every day. It's annoying, you know. It affects everyone, you know. Like it doesn't matter if you're a student, worker, poor, rich, or like whatever. Everyone goes through traffic, you know. Buses, tricycles, cars, commuters, everyone just stuck in traffic all the time, you know. We lose billions of pesos every day because we're stuck in traffic for like an hour, 2 hours at a time to travel 10 kilometers. Hey, take me for example, okay? I live like 12 kilometers away from my school. It takes me an hour and a half. Okay, an hour and a half to travel 10 kilometers. And that's completely ridiculous, you know. In traffic, it doesn't even just stop with, it consumes a lot of your time. It affects you. It affects your mood. You know, like when you're stuck in traffic for 2 hours, just get cranky because you just want to get to like where you're going. Where was I? Oh, yeah, traffic. It's something that hinders everyone to a certain point, and it's a pretty crazy thing if you really think about it. That according to a source that I read, we lose 2.5 billion pesos a day because of traffic, because everyone just stuck here. And it's so bad that at times that we just turn off our cars in the middle of the road because it's so traffic, because it's not moving, cutting, swerving, and just basically not following the rules, which in turn makes everything worse, you know. We're so selfish that we only care what time we'll get there, or how fast we can get to a destination, and not really think about how our actions affect everyone else. Because you're not the only one on the road. You share the road with everyone else, and you have to be considerate to the people around you, because one miss or just one instance of just swerving affects the entire flow of traffic. It's people have to slow down for you to just get to the lane, to make way for you and stuff like that. But you have to understand this affects the entire flow of traffic, because it's a butterfly effect. One small thing can affect everyone, and you don't even know it, because we're so ignorant of our actions, you know. It's what Rizal has been telling us this past few in his works. We lack civic virtue, you know, because we only care about ourselves. That's the only thing we care about, really, if you think about it. You don't care what that person in front of you thinks, or how that person in front of you drives. You just care oh, I want to get there now, I want to get there as soon as possible, without really considering the fact that what you're doing might be affecting everyone else, you know. And with that, it won't change the fact that traffic in the Philippines is so bad. Because if we continue the way we do, it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get way worse. That's all I can say, really. And we have to keep in mind that everything we do affects everyone. And the last thing, we want change, right? We want this traffic to be gone. We don't want traffic anymore. But how can we really change that if we just keep relying on the government to make the changes for us? But we as individuals, we don't even try to actually implement them or to go about them. And that's where we lack it, you know. Our civic virtue. We need to understand, we need to be the ones to do change first, so that everything else follows. If we don't, then what's the point of it all? You know, yes, there might be new laws, there might be new roads, but at the same time, if we're gonna treat them all the same, if we're gonna continue how we act, how we don't even care, then I don't see how things will change. And that's what I leave you with. Reflect on yourself and see if you're actually willing to change, if you're willing to help alleviate the traffic here, the traffic that we all suffer from. You know, because it's a problem that like we all face, and if we don't do anything to change it, we'll just continue facing it over and over again without anything happening, or without anything changing. So, thank you for watching.